What's up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. As promised, I told you in the last video, and I think the video before that too, I mentioned Armand Francois like 3 times in each video, and now he's here. The one and only Armand Francois, because like I've told him since the day I met him, like, you're going to be famous for whatever. Like, it doesn't matter what you do, Armand, like, that last name, his whole name in general, like Armand Francois. Who the fuck has that? Who is that? Where does that originate from? Do you know?
It's a French name. Armand is a French name, and Francois is also a French name. But that's too high praise, at least for right now.
No, it's not. If you guys, I'm gonna link whatever he wants me to link down below in the description. You have to check out Serendipity because I'm in it, and it won like mad awards.
Already. She did very well. That was my favorite. The scene that she was in was my favorite scene in the film.
Yeah. But seriously, like, I don't know. Another thing too. I've never told you this, but I've literally said, like, I'm gonna win an Emmy one day, and I don't know why, but I know I am, and it's literally because of you. Because
Really?
you took, like, the opportunity, you gave me the opportunity to be in that film. Like, I'm so dead ass.
I don't know. It's a great thing to be making films, but when you get to put other people in a position to do, not necessarily what they want to do, not everyone wants to hold a boom pole or something like that, but it's something to be part of, and you network, and you meet more people. I'm sure you met a lot of people in that
Dude,
film.
yeah, because then I saw, what's her name?
Naya?
Yeah, and then I saw her on the street, and I knew her. Then we talked a little bit. Like, that was so fun. And being on set, like, I literally did not, his shit is so official. Like, it's so official. He had the little, like, what's that thing called?
The boom pole?
Yes,
Yeah,
with the microphone and everything. And then he had, like, multiple cameras. We were at a skate park. Like, that was the most official thing I've ever done in my life. Like, I've never felt more official besides the stupid skate park dickheads that were there.
Yeah,
but
no, they were. But that's kind of the best part of it. When I see, like, for example, I have this actor in Too Deep, this first movie I made, EJ. His friends were so excited for him. They were reposting everything he was in. They were, like, hyped up. I had a lot of his friends come to the premiere. Like, it's cool to see other people's friends get excited about something that they were part of. And I don't know, it's just cool to bring people together and make stuff sometimes.
Like, I'm telling you, every time he posts something, I have to repost it because it's always like, filmmaking is so interesting because I genuinely never know how many intricate little details it takes into making a film. And whatever it takes, he has it times 10. Like, his mind, the way he thinks. He has a movie coming out on the 31st. When is the premiere for that?
The premiere it's called Nobody But the Baby. The premiere for that will be on September 27th. That's this next upcoming Friday at Georgia State University in the Urban Life Center, the auditorium. But I will be announcing that shortly as well. This is the first time I talked about it, but
this will be out tomorrow.
It'll be great.
So
yeah.
Today's Friday, so it'll be out tomorrow, Saturday. I literally actually can't wait to watch it. Like, the trailer was really fucking good. Like, the trailer made me want to watch the actual fucking movie. How long did that take to make?
The trailer?
The movie.
Well, the movie we filmed in 2 nights, and I've been working on it since, and I've been tweaking little things since.
Yeah.
I haven't showed anybody, though. I've kept it completely under wraps. Not even my family has seen it. So, and that's something that's never happened. They've always seen a couple clips, but they'll see it at the premiere. And it's just a different experience watching it on your phone, or I don't know how people watch my films on the phone or on the computer screen, but sitting in like a theater type setting with loud speakers, it's just another thing.
It's different.
It's different.
When did you start getting into the filmmaking? Because you act.
Yeah.
No, first of all, he's an actor. Like, I met Armand 2 semesters ago in an acting class, and he can act. Like, he's a great director, like, superb, but his acting skills are actually insane. Like, he's actually one of the only people that I've watched act and been like, wow. Like, he's so, it's like natural to him. I genuinely don't understand. Like, whether it's for filmmaking, acting, like, Armand Francois, remember the name, because he's gonna be something in the whole entire art world. The film acting industry is, which one? How did you pick between acting and film?
Well, I've always been watching films with my dad. Like when I was very little, we would watch films like every Friday, Saturday night. And I just fell in love with acting. I fell in love with older movies and a lot of the older actors. I really like watching Robert De Niro, and all the films he's in. He's the one that really got me into it. And then there came to a point where, in high school where you have to decide kind of what you want to do. I could have been probably whatever I wanted to, not to like sound cocky or anything, but whatever I put my mind to, I feel like I can do. But there was nothing that really felt like it was worth it. But film has always been in the back of my mind, and originally I wanted to be an actor, but it's so hyper competitive, and it's very taxing. And I am alright, but there's a lot of people that are better than alright, and I feel like film, it's just a different language, like being behind there and like different sounds and different images. I don't know, it's just something that really called to me.
Yeah, no, I definitely get it, and I completely understand. But like, all jokes aside, I feel like a lot of people don't recognize their talent because like that's just them. They don't see themselves perform on stage. I've seen you perform on stage, Armand. Like
I appreciate that.
Whatever it is,
I'm gonna take that.
I'm like whatever it is, he has it. Like I get it. You're great at film, but you're also great at acting. You can do anything you set your mind to. Like literally.
Yeah, you really can. That's what this whole channel is about.
It is. So now that we're talking about that, do you believe in like manifestation and stuff?
I do. I think Kanye West said it. And I know the state of Kanye West right now, but he said something that I think is very beneficial to everyone. And he was like, there's two people, the man who thinks he can and the man who thinks he can't, and they're both right.
Yeah.
And if you go into something thinking that you can't do it, it might be a lot harder for you.
Exactly. The power of the mind.
Exactly.
So
you also have to be realistic with yourself.
I agree.
I'm a big realist.
I agree. My last video that I made that's coming out on Sunday, he inspired that one because he was like, fuck the positive shit for a little bit, like let's hear your struggles. So I was like, okay. And so it's about overthinking and how overthinking, because I feel like we all overthink.
I overthink big time.
Oh, I know. So what do you overthink about?
Probably social interactions, because I'm always maybe working a lot. I don't know. I'll be like, why did they say it like that? What? Sometimes I feel like I can be misunderstood because sometimes I don't have a way with words, and so I try to think of what I say very carefully, but even sometimes, like, everybody's not the same person or the same kind of person, so if I say something, I could tell that someone might interpret it differently or something like that, and instead of like me rushing to say, oh no, I didn't mean it like that, I just kind of leave it at that, and it is what it is.
Exactly. And, that's what you have to do, because everyone's going to interpret shit differently. Everyone is living a completely different reality. But you're a very good people person. You know how to talk to people, for real.
Thank you.
Because if you didn't talk to me, I wouldn't have talked to you.
Can we curse on the show?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, yeah. No.
Curse all the time.
It is fucking tiring to, I don't know, deal with people sometimes.
No, I definitely agree. So when it comes to, actually let's talk about your film. How did you pick your actors, and how do you go about the acting process? Is it as extensive as it seems? Do you hold auditions, or do you just know? Well,
usually I hold auditions, but I've had the idea for this film actually came to me while we were filming Serendipity. And it started out as one thing, and now it turned into completely something different. But like growing up, I said I liked watching a lot of the movies with De Niro in them, and Scorsese directs them. He's someone I really look up to. So I wanted to make a kind of film like that, and it's like a crime drama, and that's a genre I really want to get into. But where was I going with that? Yeah, I didn't really hold auditions for it just because my father kind of looks the part. I knew I wanted him to play it. I just needed to find another old guy that kind of fit the same bill, but I can do that. I could do that. The biggest thing was, it's called Nobody But the Baby. There's a baby in there. So the biggest thing was finding someone that's actually going to let me use their baby.
Yeah.
And I'm so thankful that one of my coworkers, Lily, shout out Lily, She allowed me to use her baby in the film because I did not want to use a prosthetic. I want to.
Yeah, we love
yeah,
it.
we don't want to use a
We need
prosthetic.
realistic shit.
Yeah, exactly. And that baby started crying immediately as they put him down. But it's okay because it worked out.
Yeah.
It worked out just fine.
I love the fact that you're trying to. So, do you want to get into like more crime stuff?
I do want to get into more crime stuff, but I want to tell all kinds of stories, at least in college, because when I get out of college, then I can show people this is what I do. I'm not just like a one-trick pony or something.
Yeah, no, I love the fact that you're trying to get in, that you're going to start doing crime shit, because I'm a criminal justice major. And
Are you?
Yeah. Let's not talk about it, but I literally love crime shit, and I feel like your mind is fucked enough to like be able to convey.
My mind is totally fucked.
I know it is. Like I know it is. When it comes to filming and do you write all your stuff?
Yeah.
Wow. It's a lot.
It is, but I want to be behind this story completely, and I not that nobody makes something that I can't get behind, but I don't talk to enough people, I guess, or we don't have the same story ideas. But one thing I've noticed, a lot of filmmakers in college that I met at GSU, they want to do something very ambitious, like something that's going to take some time, and that's really cool. But I'm trying to make things now. Like I can't do shootouts and car chases and ride horses and stuff,
So when you write, do you have like, I know, because I used to write like a lot, but I always have like a creative, music helps a lot. Like if I hear a certain song, I can think of like, certain scenes or certain aspects of like if I were to be a film director, I would love to like incorporate songs with scenes that match like the scene in my head. If you're trying to get what I'm saying, like
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, so like how do you figure out the storyline? Like what is it? Do you just wake up with an idea? Does the idea like randomly pop into your head of like how you want something to look or how you want the storyline to be? Or how does that work?
I'm gonna give you probably the most, not cliche, but like it comes to you literally at any moment. It could be literally anything. I could be listening to a song and I'd be like, damn, this looks good. Or I could watch something and be like, what if they did it this way?
Yeah.
Or just however. But in my life, I just take inspiration and it comes at random moments. I can't. But my mind is usually running at 100 miles per hour, so I'm always usually visualizing something or something like that.
Yeah, no, I completely get it. So what's it called? Let's see, what was I gonna ask? It's right here on the top of my face. Like it's literally right in front of my face. Okay. How long does it take to usually write a script? Like how do you come up with certain characters? Like how does that work? How does the whole fucking process of filmmaking behind the scenes work?
It's a long process. And it depends on the length of the film.
Yeah.
For my first film, it was In Too Deep, and I started writing that when quarantine started. So it was like July, June 2020, and I didn't finish that. It was a 92-page screenplay, and that was me taking a bigger bite than I knew. I was just getting into something I didn't know I was getting into, but I wanted to finish it because I started it. But that took about 8 months to write. So I wrote it when we were 17, we filmed it when I was 18, and we released it when I was 19. So it was a really long process.
That's so cool, though.
It is cool. There are times where I just don't even want to do this anymore.
Why?
Because you have to do everything yourself. And I'm not going to say you have to do everything yourself, but as an independent filmmaker, especially a student filmmaker. And here's another thing about me. I don't trust anyone with my baby.
Yeah.
Because, nobody, this is my baby. Nobody's going to take care of it the way I want to, or nobody's going to put the effort in. But the process is you have to love the process. Like, for example, when I was writing this film, Nobody But the Baby, it's a very dark film, crime drama. So I only wrote it at night in a dark room. I made sure the room was dark. For In Too Deep, I have a beanie on. And so I would put my beanie on, and sometimes I'd be smoking a little weed before, just to get myself in that, in the mood. I can't be in a pink room with like Barbie dolls writing about, shooting up a mall or something. But I don't know why I would be writing about that.
But no, I get it though. You just gotta get into the element of things. When it comes to filmmaking, how many films, do you have a set intention amount of films that you plan on making every year, or is it just sporadic?
No, it's sporadic. I have a timeline in my mind, and I think by the time I'm finishing college, I'll have made, after Nobody But the Baby, probably two. And one will be a documentary, and then one will be hopefully my masterpiece, but it won't be, because I expected this to be my masterpiece and it wasn't. So I'm just gonna be making probably two more.
So what kind of, you said documentary, so you want to film anything?
Yes, anything. Yeah, maybe a music video, but
really,
maybe
really
just to get in my feet in the water, but you know.
Okay. Well, that's good, because if you want to film a music video, I got an artist for you.
I know you do.
Like,
I know you're into that kind of stuff.
Like, I got an artist for you. What kind of challenges, personal challenges?
Oh, personal?
Yeah, well, yeah, we'll talk about the personal. What kind of personal challenges have you faced? Like, have you ever doubted yourself in the process? Have you ever felt like you just bit off too much you could chew? When it comes to, a script, because you take a 92-page script.
Yes.
You ever
what
feel
the
like
fuck was I thinking?
you ever feel like you've just you expected too much out of yourself to the point where you couldn't finish? Or
not myself, but there are people around me sometimes that'll ask me the same question, like, what are you thinking, like what is going on in your brain? And then that'll start to cause doubt in my mind. But I try not to let that do too much to me, but I don't just I'm, like we said again, I'm realistic with myself, so I'm very optimistic, but I know what I can do, so I usually think about this before I get in too deep into it. But yeah, because filmmaking is expensive too, so you have to think about these things before you get into it too much.
Is it really?
Very expensive. I have gone broke making my films, but it's okay because I love
you're gonna make it all back.
Yeah, but I love it too. Even if I don't, which I won't say that, but even if I don't, it's still like I picked this because what I love to do. So
you're gonna get recognition.
Yeah.
You're gonna get the recognition.
But regardless, it's what we talked about. Like, you have to find happiness in doing what you love to do, and this is what I love to do. And even if it doesn't pay off, I know those around me will see that this is I want people to feel something when they watch something. That's why I really like Serendipity. Like at the end, you felt something, and I got goosebumps from it too, and I made it. So I can only imagine how many other people it touched. I hope.
Yeah, no, Serendipity was actually a really great movie to watch, and the link will be in the description below. But you have to check it out. It's a great fucking movie. I think the whole entire storyline, everything, it just looks so professional, dude. Like, you don't understand how professional your shit looks.
That's what I was going for with that, because I had in my first film, the story was kind of there, yeah, but there was a lot of technical problems, and I cracked down on those a lot in Serendipity. I tried to make it look pretty and make it look nice, but still I feel like the story might have some things to it, so I'm trying to just take what I can from each one. But Serendipity, I really tried to focus on the quality of the production. Maybe I will need to find a writer, or who knows, but I just want to keep getting better.
Yeah, no, you definitely are. I feel like Serendipity, and then what's the other one called?
The first one, or the one coming out now?
The one coming up now.
Nobody But the Baby.
Nobody But the Baby. I feel like, so have you had any other films in between this that you've done? No. Okay,
no, actually, that came out in August, and then I started writing it in September.
Yeah, so definitely I feel like we're going to see the growth, like, from Serendipity till now, especially because it's a completely different type of genre of film. We're definitely going to see the growth. I literally cannot wait to sit down and watch
and
it.
Serendipity was almost 18 minutes, and this is going to be about 7 minutes.
Really?
So I have a lot that I want to say in, a lot less time. So, yeah, I think that'll be beneficial.
Yeah,
to the viewers, actually, too.
All I'm saying is that be optimistic. I feel like your optimism is there, but be more optimistic.
Yeah, maybe I should. What the fuck is wrong with me? I'm on your show, and I'm over here like...
Bro, I'm telling you need to be more optimistic, because, okay, you could get, 2,000 views on a video, and who's your favorite director? Who's
Martin
your all-time?
Scorsese.
He could,
all time.
Okay, and he could be in one of those 2,000 views. You never know. That's how you have to think. Any director could be anyone, an alum from Georgia State could be in here who's graduated, who's making film, who's like, damn, who's this kid? Oh my God, he was at Georgia State. Let me DM him. Let's connect.
You know what I heard before? There was a lot of people that could sing like Frank Sinatra, but not everyone could wear the suit and the blue eyes like he could. You know what I mean? So there's like a lot of talented people out there, but it's it's someone's character, and also, I guess, who they know for sure, but you have to go out and find these people. So talent is one thing to get, recognized, but there's a whole bunch of work, and there's no recipe. There's no recipe
None.
for any of this.
You
You just have to do it. Yeah, you just have to do it.
Whatever it is, you have it. I'm telling you right now, because regardless of if, we're not even going to talk like that, you're going to get recognized. Your work is going to get recognized. People are going to want to work with you. And you just have to recognize your own talent. And I said that before. I feel like a lot of people, especially a lot of people that I'm surrounded by, just be like, they're them. Armand is Armand. He deals with Armand every single day. He knows what he's capable of. He knows his talent. He knows what he can do. But it's like, he can see it he sees the finished product, but he's a part of the process making. Me standing from the sideline, I'm just watching it all happen. You have it, Armand. You need to walk and act like that. I'm dead serious. Your name is fucking Armand Francois.
As soon as I leave this interview, I'm just gonna spit on the next person that even looks at me on the street.
His name is Armand Francois. Act like it. Literally act like it. That is the biggest film director name. There couldn't be a bigger film director name ever. Armand Francois. What's your middle name?
George.
Armand George Francois. And you mean to tell me you're not acting like an Armand George Francois?
I am.
You have to.
All the way.
I am
have
him.
To. You don't. I'm not him, but I'm Armand Francois.
Yeah, and Armand Francois is him. He is literally it. Anything you can do, anything you want to do, just do it. And
that's how I feel.
Anything, just
do it. That's exactly how you feel. But you have to want to do it. You can't just say I can do whatever. You can't be a jack. I mean, you could be a jack of all trades, but you got to want to do it.
Exactly.
You got to want to do each thing. And one thing, this is totally off topic. I wanted to learn Romanian this year, and I started a little bit, and I know I could, but I've just been caught up in other things like this film or working at where I work at or school, but my heart's not all the way into it. I just need to get more into it, and then I'll be learning more. That's all it is.
That's
just
it, and
put your heart
only
into
January.
It, and it'll come.
It'll come. It's literally only January too.
It is.
You're good.
But you know what? That's something great to have in mind. This personal pressure that you keep on yourself, because nobody else is going to put that pressure on you.
Yes, facts.
The fact that I think I'm behind is keeping me ahead.
Literally fucking same. That's a great quote. That is a great quote. I think I'm gonna use that. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use that as the clip to promote that. That is a good facts though.
No, exactly.
Literally, you have to keep that personal pressure on yourself. And like you said before, it's not a recipe to any of this shit. You either have it or you don't. You have it, and it's about who you know in order to get to where you want to be, but it's also about your personality and how you talk to people. And you have the ability to be able to talk to people and move the masses with your words and your work. Act like it. That's all I have to say to you, is literally act like it.
Yeah.
Act like it.
If you walk into a room, I walked into a set, and there was this dude that started giving me instructions for no reason. I didn't even say what my name was. I was the assistant to the director. It's just some bullshit. PA, whatever. But they started giving me lighting props and stuff like that because they thought I was on the lighting team because I just walked up to the dude. And he was like, oh, you walked up with such
confidence.
I guess confidence, yeah. That I just thought you were on the team and you looked like you knew what you were doing, but I did not know where the fuck I was. I will be completely honest.
I'm glad you said that though, because you literally do have a confidence about you. Even if you think you come off, unconfident or it's not.
I just don't want to come off as arrogant.
It's never that though. Yeah. It's never been an arrogance though, because you're funny. You have a sense of humor in the way you talk. So it's I don't know how to describe it, but you're very confident. I remember when you would go up on stage to go act and perform and give your scenes when you're acting, it's just you can tell. I don't even if you were nervous.
That's a really big thing.
When you were if you were nervous, I didn't know because it never came across, and that your voice was never shaky. You just did it. It was never a stutter, never a pause. You're very confident, and the way you walk, talk, speak, you're very confident. How you present yourself is confident. So if you think you're not, it's the complete opposite. Because I'm telling you, whatever you think about yourself, no one even recognizes.
I'm really glad I came on this show.
No one recognizes it. I'm telling you, for real, because you are probably top 5, one of the most confident people I know. The hair, the glasses, the look, everything. Just the way you carry yourself and you present yourself to other people very, very confident. I feel like you're very self-aware, you know, and that's a good thing to be. Because I feel like a lot of people nowadays are just not self-aware at all.
In regards to like the channel, the whole thing, even if, I guess I'm trying to find my words, even if things aren't going all the way all right, I think nothing, and I read this in a book, nothing is important. What actually happens to you isn't important as how it means to you.
Literally.
You know what I mean? So the mindset is everything.
Mindset is everything. The way you
really
perceive
is.
Everything is everything. You know, like you could, like I'm saying, you could get 500 views on a video even if you wanted 1,000. I feel like a lot of days, I talked about this in my last video, like views nowadays are just, it's been so diluted, you know, like you can post a video and get 70 views and people are like, who gives a fuck? But if you really think about it, that's 70 people who took the time out of their day to sit down and watch you, you know, and out of those 70 people, anyone could be watching it. Fucking whoever you want to watch your video could be in that 70 views, you know. Who knows? You never know. That's just how you have to think. You have to wake up like at any day could be your life-changing event. When you post this video, you gotta wake up like every day. Oh my god, 1 million views on YouTube. What the fuck? What the fuck? 1 million views on YouTube. What the fuck? 2 million views on YouTube. What the fuck? Oh my god. My favorite Martin, what's his last name?
Scorsese.
Martin Scorsese just DM'd me and he said he wants to meet with me to discuss whatever. Oh my fucking god. That's how you have to wake up and think. Because I know at any moment it could fucking happen to you. I'm waiting for it to happen.
Anything could happen at any moment.
Any moment. That's just how you have to live. And you have enough confidence to be able to, when that happens, to be able to move forward. Know that.
I'll tell you what. We should do this interview again in a year from now.
And we will. In
a year from now, and see how much has changed in both our lives.
Literally.
And I think we will be pleasantly surprised.
Pleasantly surprised. I think that is a great way to end the show. We'll be back in a year. Today is January 20th, so 2023. So come back in a year and let's see where we're filming. Let's see where we'll be at. And let's see who he's worked with and what rooms he's been in, because I know he's going to be in a few. So if you enjoyed this content, like, comment, share, subscribe, or don't, you know the drill. My name is René. This is Armand Francois, the Armand Francois official interview video. Tune in next time. I have a video dropping tomorrow night at 8 p.m. So tune in tomorrow. Thank you. I love you. Be safe. Armand Francois. Thank you for being here. Yeah. Tune in next time on Talk Time with René. Learn how to manage it. Not every low is supposed to be rock bottom. Not every high is supposed to be the highest you'll ever get. You know, it's life. It's not supposed to be stagnant. Like a fucking heartbeat. Your heartbeat is constantly like this. It's always going like this. And if it flatlined, you'd be dead. If your heartbeat was stagnant, you'd be dead. Yet, your heartbeat is constantly going up and down. It's constantly changing, just like life. That's just how you have to view it. That's it. Life is not always going down and then up and going down and up. Life is a staircase. You get to this pinnacle and then you're going up, 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 and then you reach that and you get